If you're in the market for a plug-in hybrid, a great one to consider is the Prius Prime. This Prius Prime Limited is a very nice example. The Limited is a range-topping trim level for the Prius Prime with almost every available option you can get in the 2021 model year. 2021 is a great model year for the Prius. Fantastic product. I guess from what I find is they actually also added Android Auto capability for 2021. I believe it also has Apple CarPlay, so if those are some features you're looking for. Obviously 21's a great year for the Prius Prime. Nice leather-wrapped steering wheel. I love the contrast stitching. Really nice and comfortable in your hands. We have a lot of great driver's assistance features. We have lane keep assist, steering assist, adaptive cruise control. Nice comfortable leather interior. We have heated front seats. Big screen for the navigation system, also works with the climate control system. Then we have additional screens up here for the speedometer. It can give you other information like average miles per gallon, things like that. We have a parking camera. I'm a big fan of the Prius product for a number of reasons. I started my automotive career at Toyota. So I actually worked at Toyota when the first Priuses came out. They were cool and revolutionary, but they left a lot to be desired as far as, you know, cars go. When you drove the original Prius, you kind of felt like you were, you know, in like maybe 3/4 of a car. It didn't have the power. It was small. It didn't feel substantial like a regular car, but it was very fuel efficient and ahead of its time on Toyota's part, because around when the first, you know, Prius came out, gas was $1.50 a gallon. So people weren't, you know, thinking too much about fuel efficient vehicles like they are today. But, you know, they saw the writing on the wall, so they knew it was just a matter of time before, you know, fuel efficiency became a more important thing. And the automotive market, obviously that happened, and Toyota is paying dividends for it because they have, in my opinion, one of the best hybrid systems in the world. So I've actually owned two Priuses myself. I had a 2010 Prius. I bought it with 20,000 miles and I traded in with 90,000 miles. It gave me zero issues. Amazing vehicle, very fuel efficient, extremely low maintenance costs. And then I also had a 2006 Prius. I bought it with 200,000 miles and we sold it with 222,000 miles as a little commuter car. It's starting to get a little bit long in the tooth, and I have my two little kids, so I traded in for something bigger and safer. But that was a great vehicle. I mean, if it was just me driving it as a little commuter car, I could have probably driven it for another year and probably put another 20,000-30,000 miles, if not longer. There's Priuses that were used as taxi cabs that have 300, 400, even 500,000 miles on them. The hybrid systems are very robust. You know, sometimes the batteries do need to get replaced, but sometimes they actually last quite a while. You know, people do worry about the batteries, and you know, from what I've seen, you know, most batteries are designed to last the service life of the vehicle, so they'll go past 200,000 miles. But some batteries I've seen have gone bad as early as 150,000 miles to 200,000 miles. But the nice thing is Toyota gives you a really long warranty on the battery. So on this one, you have lots of warranty in the battery. It'll be a long time before you have to worry about, you know, the battery going bad and having to replace it. And so this is a plug-in hybrid. So my Priuses were just regular hybrids. This is a plug-in hybrid. So you plug it in, and then you have about 20-25 mile range of just pure electric driving. And then when the battery is depleted, then it will turn into a regular hybrid. And it's still really fuel efficient. Just as a regular hybrid, you're still going to get 50 miles per gallon. You can see that the previous owner is actually averaging 57.1 miles per gallon. That might be a combination of electricity as well. So it acts like a regular hybrid. So when you use the brakes, the engine's running, it's going to put energy back into the battery. So you know, it's going to save you money in a number of ways. It's going to save you money as a hybrid, and it's going to save you money as being a pure electric vehicle. Alright, we also have an upgraded JBL sound system, nice wireless charging pad, automatic dimming mirror, universal garage door opener. This one also has the nice Prius Prime all-season mats. Really nice color combination, this graphite gray on black leatherette. And I do like the styling of the Prius Prime a little bit more than the regular Prius. This particular generation of the Prius was kind of polarizing, at least in my part. In my opinion. I had the 2010 Prius, which in my opinion I think was one of the best looking Priuses yet. Actually the brand new Prius is also very nice looking as well. But the Prius Prime has a little bit different styling than the regular Prius, and I think it's definitely a lot more easier on the eye than the regular Prius, which definitely has a lot more bolder styling. And the nice thing about the Prius is, even though it is a small vehicle, you have lots of interior space. That's a big reason why these are popular as taxi cabs. I'm 6'2". That front seat adjuster for my height. I still have plenty of legroom, headroom back here. Very comfortable place to be. And the nice thing too, you know, the Prius is a very low maintenance vehicle. If you look at the maintenance schedule for, you know, the amount of maintenance that you have to do, scheduled maintenance at Toyota is very low. And then, you know, when it comes to brakes, well, regenerative braking, it's, you know, most people get 150, 100, well, at least well past 100,000 miles out of the brakes, because, you know, you're not using the brakes as much with the regenerative braking. And that's also helping you save on gas, because that energy you normally lose through heat through through the brakes, that kinetic energy is recaptured and put back into the battery. And Toyota's hybrid synergy drive, like I said, I think is one of the best hybrid systems in the market. The way the engine and the electric motor are paired together are very smooth and seamless. So the transfer, you know, so when the car is going between, you know, a combination of electric power or just electric only or gas engine, the transition between those different modes is very smooth and very seamless compared to other people's hybrid systems, which I don't think are as quite as advanced as what Toyota has. And a big part of it, like I said, is Toyota has been making hybrids for a very long time. And the other cool thing about this is it has a relatively small battery, being a plug-in hybrid. So, for instance, you know, my commute to work is fairly short. It's about 10 miles. You have about 25 miles range of electric power. So I'd be able to make it to work and maybe back from work just under electric power alone. So I wouldn't be using that much gas in my daily commute. But the nice thing is if you commute to work and you can find a simple 110 power outlet, since this battery is not that big, you can get a full charge on your battery in about 5.5 hours from just a small 110 power outlet, because this battery is not anywhere as big as like a battery. Like I have a Tesla, and it would probably take me, you know, 2 days to fully charge my battery from a 110 outlet. So I just find a power outlet at work, plug it in, and then, you know, most people's, you know, daily is more than 5.5 hours. So, you know, I have an 8-9 hour day. So by the time I'm done with work, I'll come to my Prius plug-in hybrid, and it'll have a full charge, and then I can drive it home and plug it in at home and get a full charge. And also, if you can get a larger capacity 220 outlet, you can get a full charge in about 2 hours. But 5.5 hours is pretty quick. You just come home, charge it overnight, and you have a full charge the next day. Pretty awesome stuff. We have some great promotions going on right now. Complimentary delivery to Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. You can put this in our car hauler or tow it to you over our mobile delivery service. Contact us for more information. And thanks for taking the time today to watch this video.